To explore a simulation we've previously run, we go to the Load Sim page and select the one we want to view. If we want to change something slightly about a simulation we've previously run, we can load it into the New Sim page by selecting Copy, and it will take us with the information already filled in that we can change and then rerun. So we've loaded a simulation. If we click the board at the top, we can see some general information, including Nash distance. Here on the game tree, the EV of each action is shown besides the description. So that 100 has an expected value of 75.3 for the out of position player. And along the edges here, the percentage of time that action is taken along with the number of combos is shown. These numbers always reflect whatever range is currently filtered for, and since we've just loaded it, it's showing all hands. We can explore strategies by filtering for specific hands. There are two ways to do that. You can enter a range here using Pro Poker Tools syntax for either or both players. So if we want to see how out of position player plays ace, ace, king, queen, and how the in position player plays quads, we can enter those ranges, click Run Filter, and now information about how these specific hands are played is reflected on the game tree, including all the combos and action percentages. Everything is reflective of these specific hands. It can be simpler to only look at one player's strategy, so if we uncheck the in position player box, let's see ace, ace, king, 10 for the out of position player. Now only the strategy for the out of position player is shown. The other way is to load hand groupings. We can do that by clicking Load Buckets, and now all the buckets, the hand groupings for the out of position player, are loaded here. We can click and just click on a bucket, and the strategy for that bucket is going to be shown. We can switch to the other player. It will be the same thing. The other option for exploring strategies is to click on a specific node on the tree. Click here. A pop-up appears showing the strategy for that player. And so out of position player was selected. This is the strategy for the out of position player at that node that we clicked on. Each column is sortable, so you can quickly find out which hands are calls or folds, and the various EVs and frequencies of each hand in your range. You can interact with the game tree in a variety of ways. By using the mouse scroll, we can zoom in and zoom out. You can click and drag to move the tree around. And finally, if we change the selector at the top here to collapse node, when we click on a node, it will collapse that part of the game tree instead of showing the pop-up. If we don't want anything to happen when we click on a node, we can click nothing, and so now we can click around and nothing will accidentally happen. And finally, we can reset the game tree by clicking this reset button.